I'm joined now by Sourabh Gupta, Senior Asia Pacific and International Relations Policy Specialist at the Institute for China-America Studies. So a lot of the priorities haven't changed since this group first came together 3 years ago. Some of the priorities include connectivity, agriculture, poverty reduction. What do you make about this group looking ahead, coming together, and trying to form a 5-year development plan?
I think it is very important that they have been able to put together a framework within which they can take forward all their various plans. They did it, of course, at Sanya in March 2016. The Mekong River Commission had been there for so long, for a couple of decades, but it had never really gotten its act together. And the Lancang-Mekong, the framework that they have managed to put together has now put all countries together to work cooperatively on some issues which can become very controversial if they are tackled, say, bilaterally only, or which are not tackled at all, such as hydrological issues and dam building issues. So the most important thing going forward is that there is a cooperative framework in place, and within that, then there are action plans, pillars and action plans on which they will proceed forward.
And it's not just about the cooperation. It's also about all 6 of these countries coordinating and being on the same page, isn't it?
Oh, I think it's absolutely important, because as we've noticed in ASEAN, there are schisms that have taken place because of South China Sea issues or because of other issues, and all countries don't see matters similarly. There are even territorial issues among some, I'm talking, keep China aside, between Cambodia and Thailand. And there's a territorial issue, live territorial issue out there. There's also Cambodia-Vietnam relations are not good. So finding an integrated format in which all these countries can talk together on an issue which is core to their development, the Mekong River, which of course originates in China, is vitally important, I think.
China is creating a special fund to support infrastructure projects in all 6 of the countries. How does this fit into China's Belt and Road Initiative?
Oh, this is a very important aspect of China's Belt and Road Initiative. The framework has 3 pillars: the political security pillar, there's an economic pillar, people-to-people cultural exchange pillar. Obviously, the economic pillar is going to be the most important, and the connectivity element in that, which is One Belt, One Road, and the water resource management element in that are going to be the 2 most important elements out here. The Belt and Road aspect is very important, and it is also to China's advantage, because sitting within this framework, it can tackle issues like, it show itself as a votary for South-South cooperation, for meeting the UN Sustainable Development Goals, for enhancing connectivity between and across all these countries and creating an integrated space. And at the end of the day, it's all part of its periphery neighborhood diplomacy, which goes to the heart of China's diplomacy, because if you can have a stable, quiet, and productive and prosperous periphery, it is to your own benefit, and it's to the benefit of the region as large.
Do you think it was the Belt and Road Initiative that really motivated this new change and really coming together? Because as you mentioned, there has been a group of 5 countries without China for a long time. Mm-hmm. Nothing had happened.
I think Belt and Road is central to this, and I will take you back actually to October 2013, when the party, the Chinese Communist Party, when the Chinese Communist Party leadership organized its, I think it was called it was a party work forum on neighborhood diplomacy. This was the first periphery diplomacy work forum since the establishment of the People's Republic. It was the most important party work forum since, I think it was 2006. That is about 7 years. And at that party work forum, it was decided, let's elevate the periphery in importance, and one of the most important means of doing so is through economic connectivity initiatives, and therefore the Belt and Road, which was then called One Belt, One Road, and now called Belt and Road Initiative, was mainstreamed front and center of this neighborhood diplomacy initiative, and we are seeing the fruits of that today.
All right, Sourabh Gupta, we appreciate your insight as always. Thank you so much.
Thank you.